You are listening to the AI World Podcast, your trusted source for the latest innovations, insights, and trends in artificial intelligence, blockchain, fintech, and decentralized technologies. Each episode features expert interviews, engaging discussions, and in-depth analysis of how AI transforms industries worldwide. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest articles and exclusive reports from the AI World Journal, covering everything from emerging technologies to industry breakthroughs. For more news, global events, and access to AI World Society circle gatherings, visit us at aiworld.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed, stay connected, and be part of the AI revolution with AI World Lounge. Thank you for listening.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We are digging into the latest research, the source material, trying to figure out what's really changing things right now. And today we are heading into the kitchen, the kitchen of the very near future, which looks like it's about to get a serious AI upgrade. Okay, let's unpack this. We're talking about moving way beyond just recipe websites or those cooking shows you see on TV. We're diving into personalized AI-generated cooking shows. Like, picture this.
Yeah.
You tune in, right? And the chef, who's maybe this incredibly realistic avatar, already knows you're lactose intolerant. And not just that, the AI sees the zucchini and salmon sitting in your fridge, gets your health goals from your fitness tracker maybe, and boom, instantly generates this interactive cooking show, like a 20-minute dinner plan, just for you, in real time.
Yeah.
That hyper-personalization, that's the core idea here.
Exactly. And that picture you just painted, that explains why this whole area, where media, food, tech, and AI kind of meet is getting so much buzz. This isn't just another recipe app,
Yeah.
It's much more. It's personalized food entertainment, but it's also this complete system for planning meals that understands your context.
Right. And our mission today is really to get under the hood of the economics here. What's driving this? Because our sources are showing some pretty wild numbers. The market was valued around, $2.08 billion in 2024.
That's right.
But it's projected to shoot up to $8.23 billion by 2030. That's nearly 30% growth every single year.
Huge growth.
So yeah, we need to figure out what specific things are happening right now to make that kind of explosive growth even possible. Okay, so let's start there. The why now question. That 30% growth rate, that feels like we're at a real turning point, doesn't it?
It does.
The first is talk about a kind of perfect storm brewing. So what are the key things coming together right now that are finally making this personalized food media thing viable?
Well, it seems to be a mix of the tech finally catching up and, frankly, huge consumer demand. People increasingly want personalized wellness stuff, right? They're kind of over the one-size-fits-all advice. They want health tailored to their health needs, their kitchen setup, what's actually in their fridge, their schedule too.
Makes sense.
And then you add in how common AI recommendation engines have become. We're all used to Netflix suggestions and stuff. And finally, the hardware's there now. Smart kitchens, connected fridges, wearables. They're not sci-fi anymore. They're pretty common. So the basic infrastructure needed to feed the AI all that real-time data, it actually exists now in a lot of homes.
Okay, but those factors, AI getting better, people wanting personalization, that's happening across lots of industries, right? So why is the economic shift hitting food media so hard? Is it just like a fancier way to sell groceries through affiliate links? How is it actually disrupting things?
It's disruptive because it messes with a really fundamental metric, customer acquisition cost, or CAC.
Yeah.
Think about traditional food media, TV shows, magazines. They rely on getting lots of eyeballs and selling ads, right?
Right. Standard media model.
But there's always this big gap between someone watching a cooking segment, the intent, and them actually going out and buying the ingredients, the purchase.
Yeah.
These new AI platforms, they aim to just erase that gap completely.
How so?
Because the platform knows exactly what you have and what you're missing for a recipe, it suggests.
Yeah.
So it can build direct-to-consumer sales or seamless grocery partnerships right into the show itself.
Okay, so the show becomes the shop front.
Exactly. The show itself becomes the transaction engine. The AI suggests that Stu sees you're out of lentils and carrots. It can offer like one-click ordering through a grocery delivery partner or maybe a meal kit company instantly. And that ability to monetize instantly, that dramatically lowers the risk and cost for the people creating the content, which then opens the door for, sustainable subscription models, really specific advertising for food brands, and potentially very profitable partnerships.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge shift. If the content itself is the path to buying something, it kind of blurs the line between being a media company and a retail company, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
So these AI cooking shows, they're almost like a test case, a blueprint maybe, for the next generation of personalized media across the board, proving that if you tailor content and make buying seamless, you can potentially generate way more recurring revenue than just showing ads next to generic content. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. Let's look under the hood, because the actual tech making this personalization happen. Here's where it gets really interesting, I think. This isn't just looking up recipes in a database. What are the core technical pieces that allow these shows to be generated on the fly like this?
Yeah, it's pretty complex. We can probably break it down into three main technical drivers. First is just managing all those personalized diets effectively and at scale. Think about it: keto, vegan, flexitarian, gluten-free, low FOD ambi. These aren't niche anymore, right? They're mainstream.
Totally. Everyone seems to be on some specific diet plan these days.
Exactly. So the AI has to be able to instantly change the entire show. The script, the ingredients, even the cooking instructions and timing to fit any of those needs. That level of dynamic adaptation,
Yeah.
it's just not something human production teams can do efficiently or quickly.
Okay, so that's adapting the content. What's the second driver?
The second is the actual multimodal content generation. This is where the generative AI really comes in. The magic, as you said. We're talking sophisticated AI creating the whole show experience in real time. That means using natural language processing, NLP, to create those convincing AI avatars hosting the show.
Right, the virtual chef.
Yeah, and making them sound natural, able to answer your questions as you cook dynamically. But the real lead forward here is the multimodal part. The system isn't just spitting out text. It has to simultaneously generate the spoken script, render the avatar's movements, choose the right camera angles or video clips to show, and figure out what the user needs next.
All at once?
All at once, coordinating all those different outputs instantly. And that's where computer vision becomes critical.
Right, computer vision. Because that closes the loop, doesn't it? It connects the AI back to your actual kitchen.
Precisely. It's the feedback mechanism. The AI isn't just talking at you. It can, in theory, see what you're doing.
Okay, like how?
Well, the system could use computer vision to adjust the visuals based on what you're doing. Maybe show you exactly how finely to chop that onion for the recipe it suggested.
Huh?
Or maybe even give you a real-time warning if it analyzes the video feed from your phone camera and thinks the oil in your pan looks way too hot.
Whoa. Okay, that's a different level of interaction.
It makes it feel more like an active partner in the kitchen, not just a passive screen you're watching.
And that kind of real-time partnership, that hinges on the third driver you mentioned, which is
Smart ecosystem integration. The whole system needs to plug into your reality, basically. It needs to sync up with your smart fridge to know what ingredients you have, connect to grocery apps for ordering, maybe pull data from your fitness tracker for health goals.
that provides the starting point, the context for the whole show.
Exactly. It creates this seamless flow from thinking about dinner to actually cooking it. Our source material actually gives a great concrete example of this. The AI host starting the show by saying something like, okay, your fridge shows carrots, lentils, and spinach based on your profile. Let's make a high-protein vegan stew. Should take about 30 minutes.
Right. The show just starts immediately relevant, knowing exactly what you've got and what you need. That quote really nails the power of context-aware media. So, okay, we have the tech now. The AI can scan inventory, adapt to diets, render these multimodal shows instantly. What does this actually look like for a user? How does it feel in practice?
Yeah, good question. To make it less abstract, let's maybe walk through a few specific scenarios, practical applications. And these aren't just guesses. Our sources say these are the kinds of pilot use cases companies are actively developing right now. They really show how this tech could shift cooking from just following steps to being this integrated, adaptive part of managing your life and wellness.
Okay, let me hear them.
Right, scenario one. Let's call her Maria. She's a busy parent. It's 6:30 p.m. She opens the app. The AI scans her pantry, maybe via the fridge camera or manually inputted list, sees she has pasta, tomatoes, some ground turkey. It recommends a, say, 25-minute pasta dish. But here's the key bit. The show it generates builds in time management. It adjusts the pacing so while the pasta water is boiling, it explicitly gives her a structured 5-minute break. Tells her, okay, you've got 5 minutes now, so she can step away and help her kids with homework.
Ah, that's brilliant. That little time management piece. That's huge. I mean, how much time do we all waste just staring at boiling water or waiting for something to simmer?
Right. It's managing her life alongside the recipe, not just spitting out instructions.
Okay, that's Maria. What's next?
Scenario 2. Jordan. He's a health-conscious athlete. He syncs his smartwatch to the cooking platform. The AI sees the data from his morning run, maybe a high-intensity interval session, big calorie burn. So it suggests a high-protein stir-fry specifically to help with muscle recovery. And get this. As Jordan cooks, along with the virtual chef, the show actually overlays the nutritional information, the macros, protein, carbs, fat, directly onto the screen in real time.
So it's tracking his intake as he adds ingredients.
Potentially, yeah.
Right.
Or at least giving a running tally based on the recipe portions. It transforms the cooking show into like a personalized nutrition coach for that specific meal.
Okay, impressive. And the third scenario?
Third one, let's say Lee. She's adventurous, loves exploring different cuisines. She tells the app she's in the mood for Moroccan night. The AI generates a show. Maybe it's hosted by a virtual Moroccan chef avatar teaching her how to make a tagine. But here's the crucial part. The AI adapts the recipe instantly based on ingredients it knows are typically available at her local supermarket.
That solves a huge problem.
Right. No more hunting for obscure spices or ingredients that the original recipe called for, but she just can't find where you live. It makes international cooking much more accessible.
Yeah, those examples really bring it to life. And you're saying these aren't just future dreams?
No, the sources are clear. These are the kinds of pilot programs companies are actively testing today.
And who are the players getting into this space early?
It's a mix, actually. You've got big established names and nimbler startups. The sources mention companies like HelloFresh, BuzzFeed through its Tasty brand Likely, CookPad, then AI-focused startups like ChefGPT, food intelligence platforms like TasteWise, and smart kitchen tech firms like INIT.
Okay, so a real mix. It really does sound like a race is on to become the main operating system for the personalized kitchen.
It definitely feels like a race. That market enthusiasm, that $8 billion projection.
Yeah.
It's exciting stuff. But, to actually get to that number, these systems need to overcome some pretty significant hurdles. We should probably inject a bit of realism here.
Right, it can't all be smooth sailing. This raises an important question then. What are the big challenges that could potentially slow down this rapid adoption everyone's predicting?
Yeah, our sources point to about 4 key areas of friction that these companies really need to navigate carefully. First one is trust and authenticity. That's a big one. People have like a real emotional connection to food shows, right? They trust hosts they feel they know, hosts with personality, years of experience.
Like a celebrity chef you've watched for ages.
Exactly. Can an AI avatar, however realistic, truly build that same level of trust and rapport? The current thinking is, maybe not yet. That's a barrier. Second challenge, localization. We touched on this with Lai's scenario, but it's deeper than just swapping ingredients. The AI needs really nuanced, granular cultural understanding, adapting recipes not just for what's in the local shop, but for subtle regional tastes, cooking methods, cultural preferences.
Yeah.
It's incredibly complex globally.
Yeah, getting that truly right seems incredibly hard. What else?
Well, then there are the potential regulatory headaches, especially around health claims. This is a big one. Think about Jordan's scenario. The AI suggesting a specific meal based on his workout data for recovery.
Right. That sounds like nutritional advice.
It basically is. So that brings us to the third challenge, nutrition accuracy and liability. If that AI recommendation is wrong, if it suggests an ingredient someone's allergic to, or the preparation advice leads to something unsafe, who's liable?
Oof, yeah.
Regulators are likely going to scrutinize any AI content making specific health or nutritional claims very, very closely. It's not just a recipe anymore. It's potentially personalized health guidance.
That adds a whole layer of complexity and potential cost, doesn't it? Rigorous validation needed.
Absolutely. Way beyond what a standard recipe website ever had to deal with. And that ties into the fourth challenge, simple value perception. Why should someone pay, say, a monthly subscription for this personalized AI show when there are literally millions of high-quality free recipes and cooking videos all over the internet, YouTube, blogs, everywhere? The value proposition of the personalization, the fridge scanning, the time management, the diet adaptation, it has to be so good, so seamless, so genuinely indispensable that people feel it clearly justifies the cost compared to the free alternatives.
That's the ultimate test, really. Is the convenience and tailoring worth opening your wallet for every month?
Exactly.
So, okay, those are some serious hurdles. Trust, localization, regulation, proving value. Despite those, analysts still see a path forward, right? What are the expected stages of how this industry might develop?
Yeah, the sources suggest a kind of phased progression. We're pretty clearly in the early pilots phase right now. Companies testing formats, figuring out what works.
Predicting waters.
Right. The next phase likely is platform adoption. This is where maybe the bigger media companies or food giants start licensing these AI generation engines, the core tech we talked about. Things become a bit more standardized.
Okay.
After that, you'd expect to see widespread smart ecosystem integration. That syncing with fridges, wearables, grocery apps, that becomes the default expectations, just how these things work.
Table stakes, basically.
Pretty much. And then, if all goes well, the final phase is mass adoption. This is the point where these AI-driven, context-aware virtual cooking hosts become as common, maybe as influential in how people plan and make meals as traditional celebrity chefs are today.
Wow, a complete reimagining, really, driven by data and hyper-customization. #tag outro. So what does this all mean? Wrapping this up, the core takeaway from our sources seems pretty clear. This trend feels, well, almost irreversible at this point. These AI cooking shows, they're expected to shift from being kind of a novelty, maybe a bit futuristic, to becoming a default way many households plan meals, learn recipes, maybe even track their nutrition, probably by the time we hit 2030.
Yeah, the trajectory seems set.
So this isn't just about making dinner a bit easier. It sounds like a fundamental overhaul of how we interact with food prep, cooking, and even our personal health management in the home.
I think that's right. The sheer size of the market projections, plus all those integration points with smart devices in retail. It points towards a future where the kitchen really becomes the most connected, most personalized space in the entire house. The convenience, the tailoring these tools offer, it seems likely they could rapidly become just part of daily life for a lot of people, almost indispensable. And it leads to a kind of provocative final thought, maybe, the kitchen of the future. It won't just be about what's cooking on the stove anymore. It's really going to be about who, or perhaps what, is cooking right there with you, guiding your chopping, timing your steps, maybe even ordering your groceries every step of the way.
The future of artificial intelligence is unfolding, and it's happening at AI World Week, the flagship global event for innovation, collaboration, and transformation. This flagship global AI event is designed to connect visionary leaders, trailblazing entrepreneurs, and influential thinkers to explore the endless possibilities of AI. Experience groundbreaking technology that redefines industries and inspires progress. Join thought-provoking discussions on ethical AI, digital equity, and the transformative role of technology in our world. Build meaningful connections that catalyze innovation and drive impact. AI World Week is powered by AI World Society, a global movement dedicated to advancing AI responsibly and ensuring it serves humanity. Together, we're shaping a smarter, more inclusive, and equitable future. Continue your journey beyond the event with the AI World Journal, offering expert insights, in-depth analysis, and the latest trends shaping the AI landscape. This is your opportunity to lead, to innovate, and to transform the world with AI. AI World Week. We invite you to join us and embrace the AI revolution.